The less the Maker does, the more he's proven. I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
You clearly miss Wesley. But that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawk.
Well, there is that.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley.
He was already dead.
But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
Well, then you should be more heartless.
I could get used to having the law on my side.
You'll behave yourself, is what you'll do. I just sent Jevon to prison over corruption. I won't go the same road.
You never let me have any fun.
I think that's best for everyone.
What? We can romance her? Okay, let's try it. What can we lose?
It's good that you can stay with me. I need you, Aveline.
That's
You've
true.
been grand through all of this. A true friend. Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
Let me see how do we stand in the... Shit. Okay, we need to make him our ally. And here. Okay, we need to make her our friend. Okay, we can go either way with her. We're almost there. Let's go and
out if you kick that wall one more time.
Please keep it quiet, Sirrah. The Viscount. Good day, sir.
Yes, it's nightmare and it's fucking difficult. I cannot really change my companions at will. Unless I believe it's a particularly easy quest.
May the words of my heart reach you, Bride of the Maker.
Thank you very much.
You made it back to the alienage in one piece, then?
I don't know how I wound up in Darktown. There are just too many corners in Kirkwall.
Still got that ball of twine?
I left it at my house. I won't get lost while we're following Hawk.
Just in case.
Look what I found. Your reason for living.
Bless my fool spirit, I never thought I'd see that again. Thank you.
Maybe curse would be better. Curse your spirit. Okay, no. We need other things. Okay, disoriented. Yes. So it's this. No more AOEs. Not more AOEs. Okay. We need to get that disorientation thing going. Let's do the same as Hawk. Yes, Barrick is our linchpin here. Basically.
I shall be left to wonder.
Okay, let's do that. Because why not?
Though the lands suffer 1,000 wrongs, the Maker yet notices the smallest of deeds.
Okay, talk to me, magistrate.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Okay, since she doesn't like it, we will not.
The guards can take care of this. Unless there's something else you're not telling me.
Or the guards are unwilling.
Good. So I'm not the only one who thinks this smells like a setup.
The men refuse to go in without reinforcements. The ruins have been overrun by strange creatures.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I agree. You're a coward. Okay, let's go to Hubert. Since we also have to sell a lot of shit. Let's sell it to Jean-Luc Picard. Or maybe not.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
If I'm unseasoned, you can throw spices at me.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous, if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
We shall see.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Okay, let's go to the other. Ah, here it is. What? Let's sell our junk. Not even a sovereign.
Huh. Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again.
Indeed.
Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic. If you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on New Ferelden. Volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them. No one of your caliber.
Where were they last seen?
They were supposed to meet down by the docks, under cover of darkness. I know you're familiar with the concept.
Want to tell me what you were selling?
We were trying to make a deal with the Carta. Those Orzammar dwarves. They like luxury items. Fine fabrics, a cask of caviar, an aged wine. Anything one can liberate from a Hightown merchant.
Slap her.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
Okay, this is not going well with Annalyn. So if I have the shady dealing, she won't like me. Okay.
See, for my sake, please quit cutting through the Lowtown alone at night.
Nothing ever happens. I'm perfectly safe, Varric.
Yes, I know. And that nothing is costing me a fortune.
Let's go and talk to the herbalist.
Ah, my young friend.
The opportunity for a harrowing. The Knight Commander knew I was too weak.
Are you tranquil? Maybe you are.
I know your face. I am Tobias, and you are a hawk. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
I found a letter you sent. A about a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
Don't give me that look. Be grateful for 5 minutes.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Well, there you go then.
I wonder how it compares to yours.
I'm sure someone thought far too long about my name. Point is, this was a swordsman.
A man who let him look ahead. It would always mean skill thoughtfully applied. Not exactly master of all blades, but Father actually thought there was worth to a swordsman. Thank you, sister. It's a connection I didn't think was there.
You again. What do you want?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Where is this healer?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches? He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
I wouldn't worry so much about his safety. Worry about yours.
Don't you threaten me. You think we're strangers to violence after the Blight? Any Ferelden in the city would lay down his life for the healer after what he's done for us. Still, I suppose you can seek him out. Anders certainly hasn't turned anyone else away. Look for the lit lantern in Darktown. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I asked at 30 farms for work. Not one is hiring Fereldens. I asked at 30 farms for work. Not one is hiring Fereldens.
Hey, we heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
Don't question me.
Let's show these folks a little Ferelden justice.
We're under attack.